forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Clock. 57, Mike 57. I'm here all day.
Hey, 382, lane 50. Greystone, travel.
On second down, Cook. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 44.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Cousins on the keeper. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, receiver. Hey, box drop.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Cook. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
At the Niners' 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
Dan Bailey, the kickoff for Minnesota.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
All day, defense.
Flag. Six.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Got his target, Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go. 180.
Check 55.
11.
You remember me? You remember me?
I got you.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Get that quarterback. And all.
21. Here we go.
55. Hey, eat.
Check.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here we go. 180.
It's our time. Check 24.
13.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. In on the stop there, Andrew Sendejo.
Check.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On 1st down, here's Breida. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 36 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is fielded at the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Good route here.
951. Check pass.
Move.
Mike.
Play fake. Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On the carry, it's Cook. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Throwing is Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. D Ford, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. To try again after the sack, Cousins. He's got a man complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Gun.
6, line 36. Watch the screen.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Listen to me.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Five.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Trick this side. Trick this side. We got 3.
Hey, wahoo!
Cousins again. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, Ken! Leave it, Ringo, 48. Hey, Zoo.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On 3rd down, Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Quick there.
They run it again with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards on the ground. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check. Check. 11. Get hot.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Watch twist.
21.
Slam.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. 20.
Check. Block 54.
Yeah, let's get set lunch.
Hey, watch it. Check it back. Kill.
12, fellas. Here we go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Dick. Check. Gun.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Here we go.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
The 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the hook.
Throwing, Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked off by Jason Verrett, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Lock! Blue draw Porker.
They run with Breida. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. They run again with Breida. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Right, here we go.
Check tight. Kill. He's coming. Double up.
White.
He's coming. Double up.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Back. Two.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
You got tight right there. Watch it. Watch the edge.
Two. Hey, gun.
Now a give coming right is Breida. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? And got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Bravo!
Right there.
Now Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. 21 yards there on third down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, San Francisco.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Hey, gun.
54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
21.
Now it's Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
54. Mike, 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On the ground, this is the former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I step like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a jump. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Crunch time, defense.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Single.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watch 14. Record.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this is Cook with the ground. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check three. Whip.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Watch the whip. Shit. Watch twist. Switch.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 46-yard line.
Check 37.
This is Breida. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
65.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up
Hey, alert.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Here we go. 180.
Mike by 4. It's coming this way. Here we go.
12.
Check 3.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
54. It's a party now.
11.
Check your hot read. Check 31. Check 9.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman, and he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Check my 33. Check my 33. In your face.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 2nd down, Cook. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
And the Vikings first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Now a give to Breida. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go. Like 20. 2.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm trying to collect. Right there. 54. Right there.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
11. Hey, orbit.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike 5-4.
White.
Mike 5-4.
Black.
Watch the pass. Check.
Hey, seam 6.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go. 180.
Check. Watch 54. And let's get
12.
SOS. Slam. Tighten up.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Brings up second and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
13.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check.
I got this.
Mike's 54.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
12.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Check safety.
Hey, gun.
Joker.
Check 52.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They run for it with Breida. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. They run again on first down. Cook. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 14 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 10-3. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
First down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
12, fellas, here we go.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, Charlie.
Garoppolo now. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down San Francisco to pick up 14 yards.
21.
Check. Watch 54.
21.
Army. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the pass.
On first down, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Check 24. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Hey, Echo.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Completes it to the tight end Kittle. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
54.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. 54. Block 54. 21. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Say hi.
On first down, here's Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Say. Watch out.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
21.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, Delta.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. He's going to take a shot, and it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 28 yards, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Now a run with Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. Again, it's Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble, but theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to run for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 44-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Hey, no, easy. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Hey, foxtrot.
So we got man.
One. Hey, can.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Zebra.
Smooth. 57's Mike 57. Get right.
Now Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
And the Vikings first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field.
Check the 48.
Give to Cook out of the gun. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
At the 29-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. If there was a time to break off a nice run like that, it was right here to grab the lead in the 4th.
And it's just so much stress on a defense in that situation because you're looking at the clock. What are we guarding against? What's the first thing, right? The strike to the end zone, throwing the ball. Instead, they come back and hit him with a run. Block it well, and how about the physical run he made? Terrific job finding his way to the end zone to give him the lead.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Hey, gun. Go.
Hey, watch set.
21. Here we go.
54. I'm going to run.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Hey, alert. 2. 5.
Garoppolo to throw. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Hey, whoa.
Mike's 50. Tackle.
Back to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
I got this.
Hey, Mike's 50.
11.
Let's go.
Hey, Zoo.
50. Mike 50.
To throw is Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 1st down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, Amy! Black!
Rap. Let's go, Mike.
Bravo!
50. You ain't going nowhere.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot, had to take it. and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
Right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go,
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Watch the safety creep. 36.
Here's Breida. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Jim. Kill.
They run with Breida. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Another thing from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
11.
Here we go. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
49.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Here we go. 180.
54. Watch the run.
One, Omaha.
Switch.
This is Breida. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go. 180!
Hey, check. You go tight. You got tight right there.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 34. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. What the heck?
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, gun. I got you.
Check. Walk 54. Get your swerve on. Check 43. Tight dog. 6 guys.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Out.
They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Let's go.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the handoff, this is Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go. Back to 80. 11. 54. Check right. Hey, gun.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a give running left is Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Makes the score Niners 7, Vikings 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good.
Yeah.
Backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Mike 57. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 40 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Like 20.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
12.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Oh, now Breida loses it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue him a little bit.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now Cook. And an alley to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And they got the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Check 3, check 13.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
21. Here we go. 12, fellas, here we go. Come on, get 1. 13. Kill. 11.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, 50 the money. Hey, team 6. 21. Check. Go ahead.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep is the very dangerous Mike Hughes. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
3rd and 12.
Mike, 36.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down, Cook.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Right there, 54 Mike. I got it. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Two. What's that?
They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
At the 40-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
57, come on. Check, 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 check. He's checking, he's checking.
Hey, 382, nice 50. Good routes here. Hey, Alpha.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And the catch made by Johnson. Touchdown, Vikings. Olabisi Johnson, 39 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, second and long. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Give them 32 on the play. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Garoppolo completes it to Coleman. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
13. Hey, alert 3. Chopper. 11. Hey, exit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Hey, high 7.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Here we go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset.
21.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Here we go.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers get a score closer. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
21. Here we go. Hey, gun. Motion.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
57. Hey, I'm coming.
A first run for the backup, Abdullah. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Throwing here, Cousins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And this is caught inside the 5. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll come out in the pistol. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
We got 3.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage. Probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
61, matchbox right.
Mike 5-4.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This is caught. That goes for a gain of 31. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now Garoppolo. It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. For him, I'ma make it happen. Not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me When up and magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Dash, honey, y'all, dash, honey, y'all, dash, honey, y'all, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision you unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 25-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now Cook running right. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another first and 10.
57. Gun. 57. Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And this one's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Gun. Listen to me. 57's the mic.
Now Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Give to Cook out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Hey, can't. Watch the screen. Gun. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Wild Bill.
On second and 9, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on third and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Hey, come on now.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Not today, you are. Not today.
On second down now, it's Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Jahan, 180. 54 Mike. Let's go. Say. Watch out. 80 weapon.
They run. Cook. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
At their own 26-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26.
21. Here we go. Check.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Here we go. 180. Go.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
San Francisco.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Vikings 3, 49ers 0.
Here we go. 180.
Mike's 54. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be
11.
Check it.
Leg. Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike's 5-4.
I got you. Fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
From the 41, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. The reception good for 7.
Here we go.
It's third down.
180. One, Omaha.
A gain of 7.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
12. Hey, gun. Hey, one set. Check, Mike. 50.
Garoppolo now. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, here's Breida. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Here we go.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
I got you.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here.
Kill. He's coming. Double up.
21.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On on second down. It's Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Third and 4.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Are you doing okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd down. Well, folks, we gave you a glance at the AFC playoff picture. Let's talk NFC playoff picture. Bit of a shakeup because the Niners and the Saints game and then the Seahawks and the Rams. So San Fran back up to the top spot. Then you have the Packers who beat Washington moving up to number 2. The Saints with the loss, try to follow all this. They drop down a spot, but it's a critical one as they lose that first round bye, and then we're still awaiting resolution on the Cowboys and the Eagles in the NFC East, CD.
Yeah, this is going to be a crazy deal because essentially San Francisco and Seattle had kind of been trading back and forth, and after Sunday night's games, San Francisco holds that spot. But remember, those two play Week 17. It could all be decided then. The Saints have already locked down the NFC South. They're trying to get one of those top 2 seeds, as you mentioned. But the race for these wild cards, Minnesota sitting right there holding the number 6 spot. They're a game ahead of the Rams, who are really hot right now. And the Bears, after whacking the Cowboys last week, they're hanging in there as well.
But as you're alluding to, I mean, Seattle drops from the number 1 seed all the way down to the number 5 seed in one day. Of course, a lot can change in the final 3 weeks.
And just think, a lot of people wondering, how does the NFC East get a home game by winning that division? This is going to be one of those years people will talk about reseeding based on...
Oh, now Breida loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
65. You got tight. You got tight right there. Watch it. Watch the edge.
5. To throw is Garoppolo. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
You. Check 13. Check 13.
No. Off. Check 99. Check 99. Check.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 36-yard line.
And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Tight go. I got you.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Got him in. He finds Sanders. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Let's get 13! 6 guys! Check 6 guys! Out! Catch it! 11!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
Here we go.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Everson Griffin able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Gun. Banjo. 57's the mark.
Cousins now from the 50. And Diggs has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Working out of the gun, Cousins escaping the pressure right. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go. 120. 54 miles. Watch the run. I got this.
Here's Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
Bravo!
Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. He's going to let this one, and he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At their own 45-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Gun!
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Following the interception, Cousins. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 35. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
3rd and goal for Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Herb Smith Jr. there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Breida, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is Breida. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
First down. Here's Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. On first down, Cook. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And he's brought down. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. That's caught at the 2. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 85 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Throwing here, Cousins going deep for Diggs. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Hey, alert! 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 One, Omaha. Two.
Back to throw. Garoppolo connects with Kittle underneath. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
That's track. Mike's 54.
Hey, Alpha.
They can't hang with us.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
12.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Undercrunch. Hey, 13.
Why? Get wide.
Shift.
Kill.
65.
They'll look to throw. And some strong running. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Anthony Barr in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Clock. 12, fellas, here we go.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
6 man. Check curls.
Hey, Charlie.
Check.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.